Morning, y'all. It's Andrea here at VW Family Farm. It's another beautiful morning, late summer in Arkansas. We are heading out early. The kids and I are splitting up to get some things done. I got a Ziploc bag and some gloves. Do you know what that means? I'm going to scoop poop and take it to the vet. We told you yesterday about the sick cow with the really swollen jaw. We did all we could last night. We've been looking at her across the field. She's over in the corral. She looks pretty good. I'm going to get a stool sample to take to the vet. I'm going to get a magnet to, I don't know how you say it. It's called a bolus. I'm gonna actually force her to swallow a small magnet. It's not as bad as it sounds. But that's gonna hopefully, whatever she's eaten that's metal inside her, it's called hardware. It's hopefully going to fix that problem. I don't know how else to explain it. When the vet tells me more about what we're doing, I'll tell y'all. So I'm heading out to do that. Just thought I'd take y'all along today on this craziness called homesteading, farming, whatever you want to call it. So let's go. Got to shoo this one off so we don't have another run into the road incident. Shh. Go. Go, 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 go. Go eat. All right, now here's the little lady I got to get in there and get a sample from. Okay, I got to keep an eye on her. She's not usually mean, but when a cow gets fever, you better watch them. So I'm gonna try to let her over into the other pen so I can get my little sample. Hey, you quit. You quit it. There we go. That's so disgusting. And this, folks, is real farming life. I took my glove off to handle the camera, I promise. All right, guys, so I got the stool sample, we'll say. And then I've been to a neighbor's house. It always helps to have people in your corner and people you can call when things go wrong, when you don't know everything, because you can be homesteading, farming for years and still not know everything. So we have some cattle farmers that are kind and generous enough to give us advice. We can call anytime. So I've been to one of our neighbors' houses, and he's given me a bolus gun, which is going to help me get the magnet down into the cow. Now I'm at the vet. I'm going to take in the stool sample. Got to run in another store and get a magnet, and then we'll proceed with trying to treat this cow. All right, so she had no worms in her stool, or very minimal, the vet said. So worms is not her problem. That's what we were kind of thinking and he was thinking. But that's not it. She had a little coccidia, but that's not uncommon. So with it not being the worms, the vet said the only other logical thing based on her symptoms is hardware, meaning she ate some sort of piece of metal. So I'm gonna have to put the magnet in her to give her some relief. Lane is helping me, he's getting her up. I'm gonna get her in the chute and go to work. This cow is normally pretty calm, but when cows don't feel good, they get a little cuckoo. All right, couple things I gotta do. I gotta give her a couple shots. I'll do that in a little bit. We're gonna do first things first. I'm going to insert this magnet and have her to swallow it. It's just like someone swallowing a pill. We are doing all this in an effort to save her life, so she may not like this at the time, but we're trying to save this cow. This is what's gonna help me insert it. We're gonna have to catch her nose because she could hurt herself really bad or hurt one of us. And I got to give her these meds in her mouth. Then I got to give her a couple shots, and hopefully she's gonna be good to go. Again, we're doing all this to try to save her. Okay, got it. This is for her benefit. Okay, I need you to go up a little bit. Don't wrap your hand in it. Okay, that's okay. There we go, perfect. Perfect. Hold her head up to make her kind of swallow it. Let's let her head go. And he said we're gonna know in 10 seconds if she spits it back out. I'm gonna let go. Okay, we're done with the head. She will whip that around and hurt you, so be careful, and we'll try to get that out. Good job, good job, good job. I think we did it, y'all.
First try.
Good job, girl. Okay, so we did it. I feel so accomplished, y'all.
Yeah.
I love when an animal is hurt that I can help it and bring it on back on the road to health. Okay, the vet told me she'd have spit the magnet out in about 10 seconds. If she could roll her tongue back up and get it out, she would. She's not done that. We're gonna leave her for a few more minutes. Just see if that helps. I got a couple shots to give her in the meantime. Okay, so I take that back. I've only got one shot to give her. This is for fever because she had a pretty good fever. The vet said that that could be from when they swallow something like that. That can cause infection, or she was very weak when we found her. She was so incredibly swollen and she laid out in the sun, and he said that can actually cause fever. He didn't call it like hypothermia, but something like that. It had a hypo name, I can't remember, from laying out in the heat. So I'm gonna give her this for fever and pain relief, and then we gotta get her up in 5 more days and give her 2 more shots, and hopefully that'll be the end of this. This one is taken care of for today. We gotta get her up again in 5 days. So we talked it over, and we think the best thing to do is just put her out with my milk cow. She is not contagious, but we don't want to put her out with the big herd and then have to try to separate her off from 90-something cows that are out there. And get her back up here. So we're fixing to, Lane and I are going to rig up a little alleyway to get her over into that pasture, and that's it for this job for today. I feel like it went really well. What do you think, Lane?
Yeah.
What do you think, Em?
Yeah.
We did it, and Ben's at work, so that is like his love language, when we can accomplish something without him. Now, he did have to talk us through some stuff several times on the phone, but now it's done. It's taken care of, and he can go on with his work day. All right, you ready?
Don't get whacked.
Go on, girl. Up, up, up. Well, that went well. Just saying, if you've never used these panels before, don't line them up in a line, because you get about 2 or 3 of them hooked together, they're gonna fall over. We've learned that over time, hadn't we? Make an L where they're more stable. That wraps up this vlog for today. It's only like, what time is it, kids? 9 o'clock? 10? We've done all this, and I still got to go milk cows. They got to do school, move cows, all kinds of stuff. So we're going to part ways here. Thanks for hanging out with us this morning. I feel like we have took care of this. She's a lot better this morning than she was last night. She couldn't hardly breathe last night. So if you have a cow that they call it hardware disease, that just means they've eaten something metal. They can get something through their feed. They don't like chew, from what we were reading. They don't chew their food and then swallow it. They'll like break off grass and like swallow it. That's why they have all the multiple stomachs that then they like regurgitate, and they call that chewing their cud. That's how they digest their food. So it's just all that combined is really easy for them to swallow something, some kind of foreign object. So if you notice these symptoms in your cow, I hope this helps you out. There's certain things like this you can't ignore. There's no question something's wrong. So then you got to spring into action. I just try to take all these experiences we have and remember them. So if I have another one, maybe I know what to do, and I can go just to the feed store and take care of it for cheaper. So we have an awesome vet that teaches us and is really in this with us. He helps us out however he can, and we appreciate him. So find you a good vet and learn from them, and that way you start gaining knowledge of knowing what to do when these things come up, because it takes years to really get a good handle on all the different things that can come with a different animal, and it's just a lot of it's learned by experience. So I'm heading back to the house to milk. They're heading to move cows. We got school to do. We got a full day's stuff to do. Thankfully it's not as hot, is it?
It's still hot.
It's still hot, but not as hot. We'll see y'all later. We love each and every one of you. Be sure to tune in. You're going to be seeing this on Friday morning. Tune in tonight, Friday night. We're going live. We're giving stuff away. It's going to be a blast. Is that all?
Yeah.
We're giving away a fall seed pack from Baker Creek. What else, Lane?
Premier One gift card.
That's right. Premier One gift certificate. You're going to get that immediately because we're going to email it to you ASAP. You can use it Friday night if you want. What else, Em?
T-shirt transfer.
T-shirt transfer. We might even let you just pick it out.
Yeah.
Out of things she's made. We can send you some samples. We'll see y'all later. We love you. God bless. So Emily's fixing her hair. You done?
No.
You want to fix it? Who fixes their hair to do cows?
I don't. That's why it was up in a... I don't even know what it was called.